It's Sunday morning, and every decent man and woman is listening to Test Miles with Nick Miles on FM News 101 KXL.
It's time to talk cars for the next 60 minutes on your weekly automotive experience. I'm Nick Miles. You're listening to America's Automotive Radio Show, keeping you connected with the automotive world, locally created, nationally celebrated, fun and exciting cars. We have been driving them this week. Chris Raymond here. The first annual Rod and Pins PDX Mopar Muscle Show is going to go on. We're going to tell you why, where, and how you can get involved. Our friend Pat from Wheelcraft is here. He's going to tell you about how you can make your wheels super sexy, and it works. When I've had wheels from Wheelcraft and you pull up against the curb, I get nothing but looks. Mike Cadell joining us. He is a PR executive from Driven Public Relations, and he's going to help me solve one of my problems where I ride my motorcycle and I want to talk to people on the phone. Obviously, that's something you can't do, but they have a new device to allow you to be able to do that. It goes right into your helmet. We're going to talk about electronics and cool things that can be installed on your motorcycle, because my good friend Peter from Mobile West is going to be here. And Ryan has an Afterglow product, which he's going to talk about, that makes your car beautiful. Afterglow, by the way, is the name of Ryan's detailing company. It's not the name of Ryan. He's not Ryan Afterglow. Although sometimes there is an afterglow when Ryan is around. I have been driving the Jeep Cherokee. Let me tell you, this just won a huge amount of awards at the Mudfest stuff. The Cherokee Jeep hitting out the park. I think the last numbers I saw, their sales are up 148% in the Northwest. Their off-roading capability is unbelievable. They are great. The only one downside to the Jeep, let me just give you this one downside. The Wrangler is probably one of the vehicles I am most in love with. But your backside does not love it when you drive to Seattle on the freeway. I need to take it to Peter and have him cushion out the seats because I get numb legs. But you want to take that thing off-road pretty hard. Anyway, wait, let's go back to the Cherokee, which is the vehicle I've been driving, because I digress. Keyless entry, windshield wiper, de-icer, command, dual plane panoramic sunroof, transmission skid plates, blind spot detection, collision warning, hill start assist, hill descent, control lane assist, accident response system, parallel parking, perpendicular parking, assisted speed, crawl control, a 2.4-liter engine or a 3.2-liter V6, up to 271 horsepower, 9-speed automatic transmission, front or all-wheel drive, up to 31 miles a gallon. Is people shopping them right now? Because I'm just telling you, this thing is absolutely amazing. And it has this new front end. A lot of people, the biggest question about this car is, does it look like a Jeep? Does it feel like a Jeep? I was just going to say, it still looks like a Jeep. They've done a great job. When you drive that, you feel like you're in a Jeep and not just an amalgamation of all sorts of different companies. Right. Mike Manley, who is the head of Jeep, and I am very honored to call a personal friend of mine, and because he's English, we know each other. Every English person knows every other English person. Mike Manley is the head of Jeep, and he has been earmarked to take over from Sergio Marchionne when he leaves as the head of the FCA, Fiat Chrysler Group. He has done amazing things with this vehicle. Now, there was always that debate about square headlights and round headlights on the Jeep. Now what do we do? Because the Cherokee has the sort of, I don't know, modern metro type, slitty type headlights. Slitty a word? Did I just make that up? Anyway, I love this thing. There is special anniversaries. This company has been around 75 years. It will start at $23,500 and go up to $39,000, which I have to tell you, the Trailhawk version in the anvil blue, it's pretty hard to say no to. I mean, I have a hard time saying no to pretty much anything in my life. How do you not have 30 cars in your driveway? I have 29. Okay. There's room for one more. Who doesn't love a car show? Portland is about to get a new car show, but it's only going to happen for the very first time this year, and there will be a lot of eye candy at this event. It's also for an amazing cause. So let's start with why. Chris Raymond is here. He is the president of PDX Mopar Muscle. Chris, before we get into the event itself, I want to hear why you are having the event, because you're raising money for some young man who needs some help.
Yeah, first I'd like to say thank you for having me and the ability to talk about this car show and our car club. It is a charity event. It's being held at Sunset Lanes in Beaverton, May 21st, which is next Saturday. And it's to benefit a little boy named Marshall, who is fighting leukemia. And, we wanted to do something for somebody, which is what the car culture is all about, charities and stuff. And which is why we shine up our cars every week and take them to probably 30 shows a year, to help out charities. And, we formed this club to maybe even do a little bit more along those lines. So.
And how's Marshall doing?
He's doing real well. We saw him 3 days ago, and he just had another treatment. He's got another year of treatments. He's a really, really energetic, fun-loving kid. You wouldn't know. I mean, it's pretty inspiring to me to watch how happy this kid can be. My bad.
Is that your phone ringing?
Yeah, that's my phone.
You want to answer it? Go ahead and answer it. I want to know who's calling.
No, it was a text. But no, he's doing really well. And but like we said, he's got another year of treatments, and we're pulling for him.
Can we talk about what it's costing? I mean, does he have two parents? Does he have one parent? And I think he's just got a mom, hasn't he?
Single parent.
Single parent.
Yeah, single parent. And the bills are piling up.
First of all, leukemia, not good. Second of all, single parent, really, really hard.
Yeah.
So that's the first two reasons to get involved.
Yeah, we drive the Make-A-Wish kids at Lucky, and it always amazes me how energetic and positive all these kids are and the parents. And I don't get it. It sure makes you go home and hug your kids and not complain as much for a few hours.
And I find that hard to believe with you, Brad.
True.
Complaining about your kids for a few hours.
Yeah, we support the Make-A-Wish kids also.
So, all right. So, how much is his whole treatment costing?
Oh, jeez.
How much do we need to raise? All right, that's a better question.
Well, I would say thousands, which it looks like we're going to have a pretty good crowd, and I think we're going to do okay. But yeah, anything.
We've got another year of treatment, and let's say we needed like $10,000. That's how much we need.
I would.
At least $20,000.
I would think at least $10,000.
Can we, Portland? Can we do this? Portland? Can we do this for this kid? 4-year-old, right? How old?
3-year-old.
3-year-old.
Yeah.
Can we do this for this 3-year-old?
Yeah, he
kid?
just turned 3. Actually.
All right. So what are we doing? Let's talk about the event.
Well, I mean, the event is, it's like I said, it has to do with the car community coming out and just supporting causes, and this is just another cause. And I mean, if you love cars and you love people and having fun, I mean, our event's going to have live bands.
I love cars. I love people.
Yeah,
I love having fun. All right,
our car event is going to have live bands.
Okay.
Sunset Lanes in Beaverton, they're supplying the food and beverage.
Right.
And I don't know if you have ever eaten at Sunset Lanes, but they have really amazing food there.
Yeah. So what happens is, just walk me through the day. What time does it start?
It starts at, I believe, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the morning.
In my pocket.
And then you pull the flyer out so we make sure we get everyone the right information. And Sean is going to be doing our Facebook, and he's going to put all this up on the Test Miles Facebook page. So, and by the way, if you're not a fan of the Facebook page, Test Miles Facebook page, am I saying this right?
Yes.
My tongue's in the wrong part of my body right. The Test Miles Facebook page. And if you're not a fan already, you need to go there and make sure that you are a fan, because this information is all going to be there. So
and then also, if you have Facebook, just type in Rods and Pins, and we have our own Rods and Pins Facebook page.
That's the name of the event, right? Rods and Pins. So we can go and see some amazing Mopar cars. Mm-hmm. If someone doesn't know what Mopar is, explain to me in one sentence what Mopar is.
Well, you were just talking about one, the Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Right. So these are Fiat Chrysler automobiles that have their aftermarket. Mopar is kind of the aftermarket company for them.
Well, yeah, I mean, Mopar's been around a long time, right. But our car club is all Chrysler and Chrysler related.
So Dodge,
Dodge
Jeep,
Brothers, Dodge Brothers, Fiat,
mostly
all the
cars,
LX models.
By the way,
Chrysler has.
By the way, I have to tell you that Tim Kaniskas, who is now the head of all the cars, so he's the head of Dodge, Chrysler, and Fiat. I pitched him in Chicago, Chrysler Pacifica Hellcat.
Yeah.
Am I not right?
Yeah.
Which man do you know that wouldn't have a 707 horsepower minivan? I'm sorry, we're getting off subject.
Well, I might buy one.
No,
that's for the women.
That's for the women.
What do you mean that's for the women?
That would be the awesome soccer moms.
Yeah, but I'm saying soccer moms love their minivans as it is.
Right.
Now the guys are going to love them too.
Our PDX Mopar muscle girls, trust me, our club would not run as smooth as it does without the ladies. It's amazing.
You should you should know what my life would be like without Jen. This show would
Hey, we're
be,
just grease monkeys here,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
We love going out tinkering with our cars and taking them to shows and all that, but you'd be amazed how many of the women have gotten involved, and they just run with it, man. They're worse than we are. I mean, you see my wife's car. She's customizing that thing like crazy, you know?
So are most of these muscle cars like old
I have
Challengers,
muscle.
stuff
I
like
drive
that?
the old ones. I drive the classics. I've got a Cuda. I've got an old Challenger.
All right.
I've got a Plymouth Scamp. My wife drives a 2000.
This is what happens. This is what happens. We start to run out of time. So let's talk about the event. You can go see amazing cars. How much does it cost to get there?
It is $20, I believe. Like I said, yeah, $20 for registration.
Right.
You can come as a spectator and just come listen to some music and buy some raffles. We got some amazing raffle stuff coming up.
Great stuff to give away.
Yeah.
Great food. Amazing cars. A lot of excitement.
Yes, and Marshall will be there.
And Marshall will be there. We should go and meet Marshall. We're trying to help this kid beat leukemia.
Absolutely.
It happens next weekend on
May 21st.
May 21st.
Sunset Lanes, Walker Road, Beaverton.
All right. I want you to go and report back, everybody in America. Please go to this event, report back, tell me how it was. Coming up,
We have the ability to take a credit card, too, by the way.
Oh, that's always good to raise money. Coming up, we still have Pat from Wheelcraft. Peter is going to be here from Mobile West. And Mike Cordell on the phone telling us about some new cool motorcycle device. And Ryan, who is from a company called Afterglow, going to tell us about how to make your car look very shiny. That's coming up on Test Miles. I'm Nick Miles.